Maria had already spent 3 full days on a desert island. That day, he finally managed to find something he could sustain himself with. He grabbed a stone and hit the marine creature with force to break it. The inside of the flesh was sickening to even look at. Even so, Maria gritted her teeth and put it in her mouth. In that moment, she couldn't control herself and vomited everything. Without thinking, she looked at Johnson, who was at a distance, and saw that he was eating raw fish with complete calmness. He even allowed himself to eat the fish until he was hurting himself. Johnson had observed all of this for a long time. When Maria died, Johnson walked past her, stopped her, smiled, and proposed a kiss in exchange for food. At first, Maria instinctively wanted to refuse, but the roar of her stomach betrayed her. The next second, thinking it was just a kiss to stay alive, she sat down and devoured the food without stopping. After satisfying herself, she gave him a kiss on the face. That gesture completely ignited Johnson. Sam, Maria's husband, saw the whole scene. Rage clouded his mind, and he lunged at Johnson. The two men began to hit each other uncontrollably. Luckily, Maria intervened desperately, and the conflict was barely stopped. Determined to teach Johnson a lesson, Sam took advantage of his sleep and stole his diving goggles. With the goggles on, Sam moved in the water with a huge advantage. Catching fish became incredibly easy. When Johnson woke up and noticed the goggles were missing, he didn't need to think long to know who had taken them. This time, he decided Sam had to pay. When Sam returned from fishing, he even indulged in boasting in front of Johnson. Johnson approached Maria, leaned in, and smelled her closely. That familiar scent confirmed all his suspicions. Sam grabbed Maria by the hair and threw her without regard at Johnson's feet, then left the camp without looking back. He thought Maria would react and come to her senses, but reality was much crueler. The two acted as if he didn't exist. Seeing them so close, Sam silently accepted that he had been abandoned. Even with a broken heart, he had to keep living. With remnants of bottles and trash, he improvised rudimentary goggles. At first, he only went out to fish, but he discovered that among the rocks there was a small boat hidden. Perhaps that was the key to escaping the island. So, he deliberately dragged the boat towards the camp. When the rocks they saw it, they both ran to help, but Sam rejected them without hesitation. He knew their true intentions too well. Upon learning that Sam could leave the island, Maria took advantage of Johnson's absence to seek him out in secret. She tried to explain that it was all for survival, but Sam didn't believe a single word and rejected her with the cruelest words he could utter. Cornered and with no way out, Maria and Johnson began to plan a retaliation. That day, Sam finally finished repairing the boat, but upon returning, he found the camp completely empty. He hurried to prepare provisions to set sail. Hidden, the two of them ran towards the boat and quickly threw all the supplies inside. Just as they were pushing the boat into the water, Sam returned from fishing and saw them. He ran with all his might, but could only watch as the boat sailed away. The two turned to mock Sam, exhausted. What they didn't know was that the fury on Sam's face was just an act. The next instant, he showed a calculated smile. It had all been a trap planned by him. While repairing the boat, he deliberately left a fatal flaw. Then he set fire to their hut, and while eating fish, was waiting for them to come back, as they had expected. The boat didn't move much before they started to leave. They didn't have any option to leave it and go back. But the island continued to be too far. Sam, already sat down, woke up to hear the movement of his soldiers. He took his weapon and moved slowly towards Johnson. The screams of Maria couldn't stop what was to come.